In this video, we're going over the new top 5 meta loadouts to use here in Battlefield 6. These are all low-level friendly, geared to help you improve your KD ratio and win more games. Let's get into it. For class setup number 1, we're taking a look at the M433, a solid assault rifle you can run and gun with, and also outgun players at longer ranges. Now, for the first attachment, we are going to put on the ROM 1.75X. Clean, simple, incredibly easy to use at those close, medium, as well as longer ranges. But if you don't enjoy this optic, feel free to run whatever you're most comfortable with, as long as it is within 10 points, so you can rock a full 100 out of 100 loadout. Now, we are going to be skipping over the top as well as the right accessories, and we're going to jump right over to the muzzle. And the long suppressor is amazing, improving your recoil control and also keeping you off the radar when firing, which is a massive W. You can run and gun with this weapon, and having the suppressor allows us to get into the spawn and be undetected. And also, you can outgun players at longer ranges because of the improved recoil control. Definitely give this a try. Now, for the barrel, we are going to be utilizing the 18.9-inch prototype extended barrel. We're going to be improving the bullet velocity and also giving ourselves a faster transition ADS, which is a massive W, helping us out at those close, medium, as well as longer ranges. The M433 is a jack of all trades. You can run and gun and obviously outgun players at longer ranges with a class setup that is built properly. For the underbarrel, we are going to put on the classic vertical. We're going to need a lot of recoil control with this assault rifle, and this is going to get the job done, greatly reducing a lot of recoil. I highly recommend allocating the 35 points on your loadout for this attachment. It is going to make this assault rifle a lot easier to use, especially at those medium to longer ranges. And then finally, we are going to put on the 30-round fast mag so we can stay locked and loaded and have enough ammo to outgun every single player that we see, especially if we get into a gunfight with multiple players. We can quickly reload if we need to finish off those kills. We are going to be utilizing the standard FMJ rounds with this assault rifle. Once you go ahead and build this loadout and jump into the firing range, you're going to see we have a respectable sprint out speed, ADS, as well as controllable recoil. I highly recommend going ahead and giving this assault rifle a try. You are going to have to burst fire at those longer ranges like most weapons here in Battlefield 6, but the time to kill is going to be on point. I highly recommend taking a look at this AR if you're looking for something you can run and gun with and outgun players with at those close, medium, as well as longer ranges. And by the way, if you don't have enough time to play and need weapon or rank leveling assistance, Mitch Cactus has you covered. They offer legit and fast services like leveling up your guns and military ranks, and also helping you complete any hard challenges in game. Trusted by the community and seen all over on YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers, making them the go-to for all things Battlefield 6 and also games like Call of Duty. Be sure to use my code EARS for 5% off and to check their current Black Friday sale to earn up to 60% off for a limited time only. Link is going to be at the top of the description. For class setup number 2, we're taking a look at the M4A1. This loadout is a little bit different because we are going to be running some attachments that are going to be allowing us to outgun players at those close, medium, as well as longer ranges very easily. Now, for the optic, or I should say kind of lack of an optic, we are going to utilize the basic iron sights. I would recommend getting used to the M4A1's iron sights because we are going to be able to run some other attachments that we weren't able to previously, and this is going to make this weapon easier to use at longer ranges. The iron sights are going to be clean. You're going to see in the firing range, you're going to have no issues controlling recoil and outgunning targets at those longer ranges. We're going to be skipping over the top as well as the right accessories. And for the muzzle, we're going to be equipping the long suppressor because we want to take ourselves off the radar when firing and bump up that recoil control. Definitely needed on this carbine. Now, for the barrel, we are going to put on the 14.5-inch carbine extended barrel. We're going to be bumping up that bullet velocity and giving us a faster transition to ADS. This is going to be very important on a carbine so we can have that handling and also the range to outgun other assault rifle and LMG players. Definitely give this a try on your M4A1 class setup. For the underbarrel, we are going to be equipping the rib stubby. This is going to be improving your recoil control and also bumping up your transition ADS speed, which is a massive W. We're going to double up on that with this weapon. It's nice to do that on carbines as well as SMGs here in Battlefield 6. For the magazine, we are going to be putting on the 36 round mag, so we have an extra 6 rounds in each magazine. Just in case you run into more than one person, you're going to have that extra cushion to outgun them. Or if you miss a couple of shots, no big deal, you have more ammo in each mag. We are going to be utilizing the standard FMJ rounds, and we are going to be putting on the improved mag catch so you can have a faster reload speed. So it's going to be like having a 36 round extended mag and also a fast mag at the same time. Massive W, and we're not going to slow down this weapon's handling. Once you go ahead and build this class setup, you're going to see in the firing range, fast sprint out speed, ADS, and we do have a very controllable M4A1 class setup. You are gonna have to pull down on the right thumbstick to mitigate some of the horizontal recoil, but as you can see, this weapon is gonna be very easy to use, a lot easier than it was with the previous loadout, and we are gonna be giving yourself a very, very fast time to kill. I highly recommend going ahead and getting used to this class setup with the iron sights. It's gonna open up a lot of attachment opportunities. For class setup number 3, we're taking a look at the UMG40. A lot of people have strong opinions on this submachine gun, but you can't deny it is incredibly accurate and easy to use. I highly recommend checking it out, especially if you're struggling at mid-range gunfights. This loadout has 0 recoil. For the optic, we are going to put on the Mini Flex 1.0 to clean up the iron sight picture. It's not the best, but it can be done. This is just going to make things a little bit easier because why struggle when you don't need to? We are going to be skipping over the right accessory, and we are going to be putting on the long suppressor to improve that recoil control and keep you off the radar when firing. Massive W with any submachine gun class setup. For the barrel, we are going to be running the 305mm custom extended barrel to improve bullet velocity and also give yourself a faster transition to ADS, which is definitely important with a submachine gun class. You're going to love this attachment on the UMG40. For the underbarrel, we are going to be utilizing the rib stubby to bump up that recoil control and also double up on that faster transition to ADS, just to make this weapon a little bit easier to use at close range. This is going to be a mid-range SMG. You can use it at close range if you want to, but it doesn't have the fastest fire rate, and a lot of people don't like that you can get outgunned by fast rate of fire submachine guns. But here's the caveat. If you can't hit anything with those faster fire rate SMGs, it don't matter. You can really hit your shots with this submachine gun. Definitely take a look at this attachment. For the magazine, we're gonna put on the 30 round fast mag so we can stay locked and loaded. No need to run an extended mag because the fire rate isn't crazy and this weapon is laser accurate. And we are gonna be running the standard FMJ rounds. This is gonna be an awkward 95 out of 100 loadout, but as you can see in the firing range, we do have a respectable sprint out speed. Just the ADS is nice. Aim down sight. Aim walk movement speed is actually very, very fast. And as you guys can see, this weapon is an absolute laser. Amazing. You don't even have to burst fire this weapon at longer ranges if you don't want to. You can just hold down the trigger and just outgun players. You guys can see at longer ranges, it's crazy. At extreme long range, you are going to have to burst it. But guys, this is a submachine gun that you can outgun assault rifles with. That's exactly why I recommend the UMG40, because it's incredible. For class setup number 4, we're taking a look at the SCW-10. This is one of the fastest killing SMGs in the entire game. This loadout is going to compromise the small magazine size, but also make sure you can actually hit your shots at those longer ranges. For the first attachment, we are going to run the Mini Flex 1.0. Clean, simple, easy to use, way better than the iron sights. But if you don't want to run this optic, feel free to run whatever you're most comfortable with, as long as it is within 10 points. We're going to be skipping over the top as well as the right accessories, and we are going to be equipping the long suppressor to keep us off the radar when firing and to bump up that recoil control. A great attachment on any SMG and assault rifle. Now, for the barrel, we are going to be running the 200mm custom extended barrel to improve bullet velocity and give yourself a faster transition to ADS. Very important on any submachine gun, especially the SCW-10. Now, for the underbarrel, we are going to run the folding stubby. Unfortunately, we don't have enough room to run the rib stubby, so we are going to be improving your faster transition to ADS as well as give you some more recoil control. Overall, a nice attachment here. This is going to be a nice compromise to the rib stubby because we also have to run another attachment that honestly costs quite a bit, but it's necessary. For the magazine, we are going to run the 20 round mag. Now this is going to be 20 points, but you absolutely must allocate this because this weapon does not have a big magazine to start off with. I wish we could rock the 25 round mag. Kind of crazy that this is going to be like the extended mag version, but it's 45 points. Absolutely crazy. Now, we are going to be running the standard FMJ rounds, and luckily this weapon does have a mag catch here, so we can go ahead and have a faster reload speed. So it's like having an extended mag and a fast mag, extended mag built in with this submachine gun. Once you go ahead and build this 100 out of 100 loadout, you're going to see the firing range, fast transition to ADS, aim down sight, aim walk movement speed, as well as controllable recoil with a very, very fast time to kill. Overall, a solid submachine. You guys can see it is going to be destroying people at those medium ranges. You are going to have to burst fire with the submachine gun at longer ranges, but the time to kill is crazy. I highly recommend giving this a try. And finally, for class setup number 5, we're taking a look at the DRS-IAR, one of the best LMGs in the entire game that can double as an assault rifle. For the first attachment, we are going to put on the ROM 1.75X. This is amazing on this light machine gun AR hybrid. But if you don't enjoy this optic, feel free to run whatever you're most comfortable with, as long as it is within 10 points. Now, we're skipping over the top and the right accessories, and we are going to be putting on the standard suppressor to keep you off the mini-map when firing. This weapon is going to be controllable, which is nice, so you don't have to go ahead and allocate extra points for any other recoil controlling attachments under this category. For the barrel, we are going to run the heavy extended 20-inch SDMR. This is going to improve your firing accuracy over extended periods of time and also bump up that bullet velocity, which is a massive W. I highly recommend going ahead and trying this out on the DRS-IAR if you want a very accurate and also fast TTK LMG AR hybrid. For the underbarrel, we are going to put on the full angle. This is going to be improving your recoil control, improving your weapon draw speed, and giving you a faster transition to ADS. So we're going to be locking down everything we need with a light machine gun to essentially make it feel more like an assault rifle. A great attachment on this LMG AR hybrid. For the magazine, we are going to run the 40 round fast mag. This is going to be a nice attachment, giving us a little bit ammo capacity, so it feels more like a light machine gun, but at the same time, it's not going to hinder it, so we're not going to be able to treat it like an assault rifle. Unfortunately, a lot of the other extended mag options cost an arm and a leg, so we're not going to be able to run them. We are going to utilize the standard FMJ rounds, and I do recommend going ahead and running this 100 out of 100 loadout, because once you jump into the firing range, you're going to see here we have a fast transition to ADS, aim down sight speed for light machine gun, as well as very easy to control recoil. I highly recommend going ahead and giving the DRS-IAR a try. You are going to have to burst it at those longer ranges, but as you can see, this is one of the better light machine guns because we are going to be getting some fast TTKs, and you can run and gun with it like it is an assault rifle. It's no KTS, but it is definitely going to get the job done. Now, for the rest of all of my loadouts, I always rock support so I can be a team player. You're not only going to get max ammo, but you're also going to get that LMG proficiency when you are running light machine guns, and you can revive your teammates. I have on the M44 secondary, the defibrillator, the GPDIS to destroy incoming grenades, which is super helpful when playing the OBJ. I have on the incendiary grenade, which is going to be able to lock down lines of sight, and if anybody walks over the incendiary grenade, they're going to be put at like half health, so they're going to be an easy kill. And I also run the combat knife. Let me know down in the comment section what your favorite weapon is to use here in Battlefield 6. And if you have a recommendation on a top 5 weapon that I did not go ahead and include in this video, comment that with this loadout in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like in the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications. Been your boy Ears. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.